Good evening. I hope I find you well. And so we're going to sing a little hymn, Johnny Cash one. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Sometimes it makes me tremble, tremble, tremble. Sometimes it makes me tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they nailed him to the cross? Were you there when they nailed him to the cross? Sometimes it makes me tremble, tremble, tremble. Sometimes it makes me tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they nailed him to the cross? Were you there when they took him from the cross? Were you there when they took him from the cross? Sometimes it makes me wonder, sometimes it makes me tremble, tremble, tremble. Sometimes it makes me tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they uh, took him from the cross? Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Were you there when they nailed him, when they laid him in the tomb? Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Sometimes it makes me tremble, tremble, tremble. Sometimes it makes me tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Were you there when the stone was laid away? Were you there when the stone was laid away? Sometimes it makes me wonder, wonder, wonder. Sometimes it makes me wonder, wonder, wonder. Were you there when the stone was laid away? Well, the stone was laid away. Angels laid it away, a big stone. Soldiers guarding the tomb in case the apostles did anything to make it out that Jesus had arisen, but they weren't next or near it. And this commotion started. The soldiers got their fright, they got their hair went white overnight. Fear gripped them. Fear. They ran, trembling. Caiaphas and his cronies, when they heard the story, naturally their minds were closed. So they paid him the 30 pieces of silver to keep quiet. And like Judas, they took the pieces of silver. Money, the root of all evil. It was misused, and it was misused there. Yeah. Let his blood be on us and our children, Caiaphas come out. You can't come out with things like that, a curse on their race. Suffered grievously down the centuries. So, and he appeared to his mother first, but she never wanted to be in the limelight. And then Mary Magdalene, and our Saviour said to Mary Magdalene, tell the apostles. And then he appeared to the two disciples, a stranger like, joining them. And they were uplifted. And it was getting dark, and he was going to continue. Some mother and they said, no, said, stop. It's getting late. Come and join us. Have a bite to eat. Rest yourself, and then you'll be fit to go on the journey tomorrow. So he came with them, and at the breaking of the bread, they recognized Jesus, and he disappeared. And back they went to Jerusalem to tell the apostles. Did they believe? No. No, I'm afraid And then when Jesus appeared to the apostles and showed them the wounds inflicted on his body, he gave out to them for not believing Mary Magdalene and the two disciples. Thomas then wouldn't believe either, unless he could touch the wounds. Another doubting Thomas. And when Jesus appeared a week later and Thomas was there, he said to Thomas, "Here, touch me wounds." And Thomas did and fell to his knees and said, "My Lord and my God," ashamed. And Jesus said, "You believe, Thomas, because you've seen. Blessed are those that haven't seen and yet believe." And that's Catholics down the centuries to the present day. We believe and shed many a tear when we contemplate the passion and death of our Saviour and the cruelty inflicted on the sacred divine person. The sacred hands that brought such comfort and joy to everyone, healing and all the rest were nailed to a cross. Oh, what an abomination, but he rose from the dead, didn't he? Easter Sunday. Bye now, and see you tomorrow, please God. All going well.